Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy AA 2 for 20, bringing you guys week 1 of the IBA Picke'Em crew. Now, with me this week, we got young Bobbert, aka EzBake Kelvin. Yeah, we got young EzBake, young EzBake. Dude, that's actually a really fucking nice name. I really like your mascot too, by the way. That Rotom Heat looks fucking flames.
I love your mascot. Makes completely sense because it's a monkey and Aaron's a monkey name.
Damn. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bars.
Wow. Way to come in my life.
Sorry.
But yeah, so we are here though for week 1 of the Picke'Em crew. We are gonna be your co-hosts. Now, basically how this is gonna work, we're gonna run down the matches and we're gonna go over why we picked who we picked to win the match, or who we're predicting for that matter. And we're just gonna see who has predicted the most matches right by the end of the season. So you guys will stay tuned with us through this journey. Obviously, you can predict in the comments below who you think is gonna win, and who, if you want to win it all in general, if you actually know, or if you don't, then you could just comment whatever you want down below. But we love to read your comments, guys, so make sure to look in the comments down below and comment and just discuss with each other these matches, man, because they're gonna be some great fucking matches this season. Now, without further ado, let's get right into it. So first up, we have Sophisticated Sableye fighting up against the Philadelphia Pidgeots. For this match, I have predicted that Shory, coach of the Philadelphia Pidgeots, will win, mainly because I feel like that Scarf Nidoking is definitely going to be coming this match. I am 100% certain of it, and I feel like Scarf Nidoking has a phenomenal matchup versus John. I don't really see too many things for it in general, especially because even a lot of the other Scarf mons I feel like could come to this match, or any other setup mons for that matter, get pretty easily handled by the Nidoking, if it is, assuming it's special Scarf. Now, I don't know what you picked though, but I'd love to hear who you think is going to win this match.
I also picked the Pidgeots because I think he has matchup. Honestly, you have his offensive threats can honestly just, if he brings more offense, he can honestly easily just beat down as the Sableye's defense with things like Darmanitan, because he has one switch in being Druddigon, which is he's a Tapu Lele, which HP Ground for Tran, Thunderbolt for Gyarados, Politoed, and all that stuff. Porygon 2 could be a switch in, but like I said before, he has things like Mega Pinsir, which can hit it with a close combat and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I was noticing. I feel like this match is going to be really, especially for the Pidgeots, it's going to be a really offensive match. So I think the Sableyes are probably going to need to at least try and kill off their threats really easily if they want to have a chance this match. But I still think they have a decent matchup. It's not a horrible matchup, but I think it's more in the favor of the Pidgeots, especially from an offensive standpoint.
If you look at I see that Rotom can actually do a lot because there's only if you switch it like with HP Ground, maybe he could do a lot with Volt switching around his team, but things because he has Magnezone, which would be a switch in, or things like Nidoqueen, which doesn't want to take a Leaf Sword to the face, or a Moongus he might try to go into, but that gives him momentum into Weavile, which he has only really one good switch in, which is Suicune, and if he gets enough damage on that, eventually it's gonna wear it out his team. I also like Mienshao. Mienshao has a pretty good matchup because it outspeeds everything but Aerodactyl, I want to say.
And also Mega Pinsir with Quick Attack. But I still do agree. It has a pretty good match, but especially against the bulkier side of Shory's team.
But one mon that I feel like could make a huge distance for the Pidgeots is Dusclops, because I feel even though he has Weavile, but it kind of walls things like most of his more bulky mons, like Politoed. It can take on Gyarados, take on Tran. Mienshao, which he doesn't really have a great switch into, because Moongus, believe it, can actually, if worn down and stuff. Moongus is also another big problem because Heatran's coming. He has to break Heatran, but then he has Earthquake Pinsir and Nidoqueen, which wrecks his team, so he has to bring Claydol. He has a lot of options if he can team build right, and the Pidgeots. If he teams builds better than Pidgeots, pretty much I feel like this battle is going to come into the building. But I just think because of matchup, I'm going to go with the Pidgeots.
Yeah, I think that's pretty safe to say for this match. Now, next up, though, we have Soto, coach of the Nevada Garchomps, versus Creeper, coach of the Arizona Diamond Storms. And this match, I think I'm going to have to go with my boy Soto Gaming winning this match. There's a few really, really big points I'd noticed in this match. One, obviously, most of the Diamond Storm team is solid, but, I mean, Apom, it's kind of like he's bringing 10 mons, so already right there, it's going to be a lot easier because he really only needs to prep for 10 mons in that sense. Also, I noticed that Bisharp and Gliscor do a decent amount to his team in general, and he really doesn't have much to handle either. He still has answers, don't get me wrong, but a lot of his mons really struggle against Gliscor and Bisharp together.
Okay, I actually picked the Diamond Storms because Zygarde 10 wrecks his team. I see there's not a single like mon that resists ground on his team. I looked at it. Banda's Zygarde can actually put in the works this week. He does have things like Quagsire, Gliscor that can take a hit. But you know, once those like I said, Quagsire, which he has things like Decidueye, that comes in, can set up on him, baton pass. Like let's say he gets a +2, like SD baton pass Zygarde can sweep. That'd be dope as hell, honestly. And then I see Mega Blastoise in this matchup with things like Ice Beam, Dark Pulse, Hydro Pump, Scald. Like it hits his whole team very hard. Venusaur is a problem for him. I see is actually a pretty big problem. But then I have HP Flying Thundy is also a problem. I think I just like the Dinosaurs matchup, and I feel like I like the Dinosaurs team, even though he just have like Apom, which is worthless because Apom and Purrely do the exact same thing. And like Harry on, it's kind of a weird matchup for me. But I have to go with the Diamond Swords based upon like I feel like if he brings his higher tier threats, and if let's say the Gliscor walls his whole team, I'm gonna throw that out there. But if he doesn't bring,
I didn't notice like anything besides hidden powers, and then also Ice Beam on Mega Blastoise. Mega Blastoise is all he really has for Gliscor, so it's gonna be a very tough matchup in general for the Diamond Swords. That's mainly why, because Gliscor can kind of just wall his whole team out, just go for Toxic Stall if it really needs to, and Bisharp, especially if it can get up a Swords Dance, and +2, Sucker Punch is going to do a lot to almost every single one of this team.
I also see that, but the problem with if he can, this is why I picked the Diamond Swords also, is if you see that if the Nevada plays like defensively, he's gonna win. He has nothing to break Venusaur and Quagsire, plus like Fortress or Marowak or Gliscor, any of those ones he can't really break.
Yeah. He struggles very much against the defense of the Garchomps.
But then you look, he has Venusaur where he has Thundy can actually run through his team. Like, let's say get a Nasty Plot off, he can do a lot with HP. Let's say he runs HP as Thunderbolt, something else, I don't know. Depending on the set, he can just kind of try to run through his team. He can run Zygarde. Like, his offense can break through. If he's able to wall break, and let's say the Nevada's, one of his walls go down, one of the offensive mons of the Diamond Swords team is gonna trample through his team, and I feel like that's gonna happen. I don't know how, but it's gonna happen. I'm calling it right now. And also, I feel like Incineroar has a pretty good matchup. Also, even though Gliscor's coming, but like he could like Incineroar does have good special coverage, like special like stats, or is it off?
It's not bad, but I feel like it's not nearly as good as his physical offense. I think it's around like 80 or 90.
Let me check. It's 80, so like HP Ice from that thing. If he's running like a mix set, that could work with like HP Ice or HP Grass to hit Quagsire and like Gliscor. It could actually run through his team. I mean, so it all comes out.
Standard Gliscor, all you need to take that thing out one shot with HP Ice from a Terrakion is 72 naive with Life Orb. The more you know.
Exactly.
I remember actually learning that in the overused room Gen 6 meta. HP Ice is 72 special attack, naive Life Orb, guarantees kill Spidef Gliscor. So hopefully he can run some sort of hidden power ice and something, because otherwise his Blast is going to really struggle against a lot of Soto's team, because I feel like he's going to bank on it a lot for hazard removal, clearing Gliscor, which is a huge threat to his team defensively. Also for burning things with Scald, such as Gliscor. Well, not necessarily Gliscor because of Poison Heal, but like Bisharp, even Fortress, Marowak as well. So he's going to really rely on this match. But
I think that one mon that could potentially put in work if the table set is Mimikyu, because like if he's able to wear down his team late game, get up at SD, can kind of win. Because I don't see the Diamond Storm's very defensive team besides Steelix is the only mon, and like Blastoise can probably take a hit. But besides that, everything else does. Toxicross, Play Rough, Sylveon gets 2 shot at +2, Terrakion, Thundee. Like I feel like this game, if he runs, I don't think bulky offense will work for the Garchomps. If he has to go like stall or hyper off, like more of an offensive team to really work this week, it comes through his team building. So I kind of don't know. I feel like he probably will run with a bulky offensive team, and that's why the Diamond Storms will come in strong. My boys better win. Got that nice Google logo too. Clean.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice logo. But next up we got Manchester United, aka coached by Glisk, versus Nova, coach of the New York Greninjas. Now for this match, I am 100% feeling Nova this match. Entei Mamoswine, rips through his team. Not much really wants to take on both, let alone even one of them. Especially Mamoswine, I feel like does a lot to the match, such as Flygon, Tapu Bulu, Freeze Giant, and Rotom Wash will still do decent damage. Rhyperior doesn't really like taking on Mamoswine. Entei is great against a Scizor, and also, especially if the sun is up, Zard, because of Zard Y, then, Sun Y from Manchester United, that is, then Entei is going to have fun just going through with Sacred Fire against his team.
I saw the offensive threats, but what walls Entei Mamoswine is Rotom Wash, and he has 1 Mon for Rotom Wash, 2, 3 Mons.
He has decent Mons for Rotom Wash.
His Virizion.
Poco does decent. Virizion does decent.
Latios. But
yeah, Latios
think
too.
about if he could run, like, he toxic the Latios with Thunder with Latios that kills it, putting it on a timer, which Latios needs to switch into things like Charizard Y, and things like, it needs to switch into things like Charizard Y, maybe needs to take a hit from Sock occasionally and stuff. I feel like Latios, and like, he might need to switch on Bulu, depending on how he wants to build his team. So that's why I feel like if he's able to cripple his walls, then offensively, I think Blaze can win.
Yeah, I think this is definitely going to be an offensive match regardless.
Yeah. I think Sock could put in work. I feel like he has like things for Sock and he doesn't have things. Like Sock either needs, if his team was slower, Sock would be putting in work. Because it's Fire Punch for Scizor. Like Sock destroys his team, but it can't easily revenge kill. Like it kills Empoleon, kills Kofag with knockoff does a decent amount. Like kills like Luigi. Murkrow is a joke, and Scizor with a Fire Punch can actually knock it out. So I see that Zard Y has wrecks his team. He has like 3 switches, like being Licky to stop the sun, of course. Minior, which I don't know which he is like Rhyperior for Fly. He's so much for Minior, so it's like kind of I don't think it has a matchup, especially because Scizor come in just revenge kill with Bullet Punch. Then Latios, of course, which can hit with Dragon Boost and stuff. So I don't know. You can hit Minior with the Agent Power, which would be if he gets a boot. Imagine like Zard Y with like +1 stats. That would sweep 16.
Yeah, that would 100% ruin Nova this week.
So we got the Manchester Landos versus Toronto Raptors, and I picked the. Sorry, but I picked the Manchester Landos. Cause their team is ass. Like in my opinion, I think it's awful. But he picked Talonflame and Venusaur. He's just I don't want to talk about it. But he picked Mega Tyranitar.
I mean,
that's
something to just sleep on.
Well, it's a sleeper pick, So I hate that thing. I don't think it's. I've never seen it. It's cool, I guess, but I don't like it. But I see his team, and I don't see anything for Tapu. He has about 2 Mons that could handle Tapu Fini, and that's Manectric.
Also, Skull.
And the other Mon, I forgot it. Delzamis. The only 2 Mons. Well, Skull. 3 Mons. But then he has Toxapex, which he could either haze on, like even if he wants to run the sub, you'd have to run some sort of. He could run Liquidation to break the subs, which has been, or Scald even. I do Crocodile. He has no ground immunity. No, Swallow. He has Swallow. That's not a ground. He's not a switch. Okay. He has like his ground resist is weak, also weak to dark, which is Delzamis, and Swallow is just he has no. Does he have? He has Aromatisse with 100% C bringing because of Sableye. You're gonna want to bring your Fairy. I do see he has Dark Spam, which he can't handle Dark Well, like I said before, besides Keldeo. But then he has Toxapex and Tapu Fini and like stuff like that. I don't see. I just feel like the Manchester Landos have a good matchup. I don't really know about playing well and plays. It's gonna come down to like I think it's really gonna come out how they play.
Yeah.
Sandrill can do it. He has no switch into Sandrill either, so that could be an issue unless he wants to bring. But what else could be cool is like Ditto and like late game if he comes in as Drill and just in the sand can actually or like just not even in the sand, so Scarf Drill can come in and just kill everything. Like with Earthquake, if it's that late game, that would be also cool. I could see Ditto coming 100%. I think the Landos have more. What I don't want to say like more options to bring this week than the Staraptors, because I feel like the Staraptors like could bring Necrozma, Double Dark, could bring Drill, but he has like Greninja and stuff like that. Tapu Fini can even also be like I don't think it's kind of weird. If the Staraptors can team build better than the Landos, they're gonna win. But if the Landos can play better, they're gonna win. It's gonna come down to play and team building, like all games should. But I think this one's gonna come down to I still think the Manchester. I'm gonna give the edge to the Manchester Orlandos because I feel like they're just bulk in their offense combined can beat down on the Toronto Raptors team. I love them. I love them.
But I actually give this matchup to the Star Raptors mainly because I feel like, as you mentioned, there isn't really any switching to Sandrill because pretty much everything gets to it KO'd, unless if it's Crocodile with Intimidate or Mega Sableye. Otherwise, everything gets to it KO'd, unless if either Air Balloon or Mesper comes in on an Earthquake. But even then, it's not gonna really appreciate taking a hit. Also, the fact that Top Infinity also is 3 KO'd, but the thing is, it's not gonna really want to switch in constantly on Excadrill because otherwise Excadrill is gonna wear it down without really reliable recovery. It's gonna be a real pain for it to deal with. Also, I feel like Scolipede, Necrozma, even Mega T-Tar do phenomenal this match, especially against the rest of his team, such as Tapu Fini, Mega Sableye. And while I think a Mega Sableye is going to be a little bit hard to deal with, at the same time, Aromatisse can just come in, maybe like a Calm Mind variant, because I'm pretty sure it gets Calm Mind. If not, Moonblast is still going to do decent damage regardless, especially against Mega Sableye. And also things like Specs Keldeo are going to 2-hit KO, or maybe 3-hit KO depending on the variant, but it's going to do a lot of damage regardless. So I don't really see much that the Landos really have for Phoenix's team. Now, there are definitely things such as a Scarf Crook potentially, but at the same time, he needs Intimidate Crook to actually take on Drill well. He also has Tapu Fini with Calm Mind, and if he can get set up, Calm Mind Tapu Fini could be decent. Also, Ditto, as you mentioned, I think Ditto is going to be phenomenal this match, and I think it's a must-bring this match. Otherwise, Sandrill is going to walk all over his team.
Well, now I don't know about you, but Mesfrit, physically defensive, is a switch into Excadrill. Iron Head is a 3-hit KO with sand damage. Yeah. We're not going to bring up X-Scissor, because why would you bring X-Scissor?
Yeah, I don't think X-Scissor's coming. I think if anything, it's going to be like Iron Head, Rock Slide, Earthquake, and then another Rapid Spinner. Maybe Poison Jab for Finny, just to guarantee the 2-hit KO, but probably more so Rapid Spin.
I could see Rocks. Also, if he doesn't want to bring Rocks on T-Tar, because with Mold Breaker, what would be cool? Hold up. If he brings Rocks extra with Mold Breaker, just to kind of throw off his game plan.
Or even like
he might try to switch and Sableye, get up, he gets up. Like, what if he Spadef extra drill would be like Spadef extra drill would be cool. Like honestly. Because it would take hits from Dragology unless it's running Hydro Pump. Takes hits from Jolteon, take hits from Mesfrit. You could switch in on Sableye, get up Rocks, Toxicate, and stuff like that. I think that could work if he wants to bring that. He's a lot of more options, but I do like the Landos team matchup, and I like the Landos team in this situation. He also has Mega T-Tar, which you should drop.
Yeah.
For a Mon that's not Mega T-Tar. Like Aerodactyl, or like, pick up Camera, pick it up.
See, I actually really like Mega T-Tar because he gives him a sand option. Otherwise, he needs to make another drop for a sand center. But I think it's going to do really well for him, especially in this match regardless, because Mega T-Tar does a lot offensively and not much really wants to switch in on it this match. There are still things like such as Finny could definitely switch in, and Toxpex can definitely switch in, but that's pretty much it. Next up though, we got Point Blank, coach of the Portrait Herdiers versus top coach of the Rhode Island Rotoms. Now, I had picked Point Blank this match, mainly because of the fact that I feel like this one was a little bit of a toss-up, but I felt like it kind of came down to the fact that Victini, Hydreigon, Manaphy all together. I felt like there's just too much there. I don't know how he got all three of them, but shout out to him. And also Mega Aggron and Florges and Golbat. Like he's one of those guys who just decided, let me just draft the most cancerous offense I can, and let me slap that on with the most cancerous defense I can. And I mean, it's gonna work. I don't see many teams at all that are gonna deal with this, especially nothing on Top's team that's gonna deal with all of this. I think he can kind of just bring whatever combination of offense and defense he wants, and it's gonna put in work.
No, I also picked the Herdiers Point Blank. Yeah. Now I'm picking him every week. He's gonna win. I can see him winning.
He has a very phenomenal team. Really high up there.
This guy drafted Mega Beedrill with his only hazard removal being the last regular Blastoise, so that forces that thing to come if he wants to bring that and Mega Beedrill. So I feel like he has so many rock options as Aggron and Piloswine. That's like two of them. and then he has webs, so he automatically has to bring Blastoise this week. But he gets his team with Galvantula and Tangrowth. His team shits on Blastoise, so he's forced to bring Blastoise automatically unless he wants webs on his team. And in that case, like Tailglow Manaphy with webs can sweep his team. If he gets up webs, I see that he would win. I can also see that Infernape could do a lot, but he's Victini. Well, actually Earthquake.
Yeah, that's what I noticed. Because if he
could do a lot,
if he runs either a Scarf
he has to run
or a bulkier Victini, or if the webs are up regardless, Infernape's not really gonna want to take on Victini. And even then, Victini could potentially take an Earthquake, and also he has other things such as Florges. A physically defensive Florges can take it on fairly well. Even a Gunk Shot, I believe it lives. Golbat though is probably gonna be his main answer with Brave Bird. Regardless,
that's what I was thinking.
Regardless, I mean, I had noticed also the Rocks thing, and that's gonna really kill him this match because Infernape's gonna probably want to get around momentum a lot. Zygarde is probably going to want to switch in a couple times here and there, just take hits, probably kill something off. Mega Beedrill is going to probably do the most switching on this team. That and Infernape especially. Also, Heliolisk with Volt Switch could potentially come and do some decent switching.
Yeah.
So I feel like his team relies so much on momentum. He only has one Rapid Spinner.
Exactly.
It's really going to kill him this match. Especially with the webs.
I think it's gonna he has a Volt turn team with one hazard removal.
See,
that is
I
awesome.
really like the team. It's just more so that he needs more hazard. He needs another hazard remover.
Yes.
I feel like if you drop like Regirock for another hazard removal, or just a better hazard removal in general, I feel like it could really work for him. I think the rest of his team is really solid. It's just the Rocks are gonna kill him this match.
When I also look at this team, I see that Infernape, Jirachi are good, Zygarde's good. Everything else, in my opinion, is not like that strong of a pick for that tier. Like Gorgeist is strong for that tier, but like things like Gardevoir you usually see like last round, or Explode. Mega Beedrill is not really the strongest Mega, or like Zoroark I just don't really like his team. I like the Helios pick. I think that's gonna come in, but like he's no way. I feel like this is gonna be like I don't think, no offense to Top at all, but I don't think he's not even, in my opinion, I don't think he's really gonna have a chance in this match.
Yeah, I agree. Because besides a few mons, I feel like his offense is either really based on setup, flinching with Rachi, or very passive mons such as Gourgeist or Regirock, which I feel like, because even though they have some offense behind them, I think they're gonna be very passive this match. He's also going to be guaranteed to bring Rapid Spin on Blastoise, as we had mentioned before. That's already a Moose slot guaranteed, and he doesn't bring Blastoise, and Rocks are free setup. Because there's very few mons that can actually like just come in and kill any of the Rock setters, or webs as you mentioned as well. Sash webs just kills team.
Yeah, I know. So, he also has he has. I don't see him. I don't really know.
I mean, hopefully next matches are a little bit kinder on him. But next up, we got the Washington Mo'os coached by Prince versus Nick, coach of the Texas Tarantrums. Now, I had to pick my boy Nick, mainly for a few reasons. I know his team already for this match, so I'm not gonna spoil anything because I've actually been helping my boy build. But I know a few mons such as Alolan Persian and Gengar, which do so much to Prince's team. Like, oh my god, he has so little that actually wants to take Alolan Persian on 1v1.
Nothing really wants to take that in 1v1. I think bulky.
Yeah, it takes a +2 Zardex hit. So
let me bring. I also picked the Tyrantrums because I love his team and Mega Lopunny. Okay, so it's pretty much you're going up against stall versus offense. And,
I feel like
offense is gonna
I
win.
feel like that Prince's team is gonna be more sort of balancing. To be honest, Zardex and Lando cannot be considered stall.
Well, have you ever seen Bulkazard with Willow Roost and stuff like that?
I feel like this match it can't be. It has to be. It has to be hard offensive Zard this week. Otherwise, he's gonna get completely blown back by things such as Arcanine. I feel like the other thing is that his team, you can kind of tell what's coming. You can kind of tell that Zard's coming. You can tell that Lando's coming. Lando's probably gonna be a Scarf user this match because otherwise he has no real way.
Or Yachi Berry.
Yachi Berry could come, but I feel like the thing is that he needs a Scarf option so that then he could handle things such as Lop, because otherwise I really don't see him. I really don't see the predictability. I think it's a very, very diverse team, but this match I don't see what could really come that would be really just unprepped for, and it's gonna really hurt in this match with things such as Mew coming, which is gonna be a really hard mon to prep for. Also Gengar, which has a variety of options that could work well as we just a Scarf option to possibly handle a Slurpuff, or Specs that could really wall break against a Crest. Also potentially having a lead set with Taunt to try and make sure that he can get free switches on the Crest. So there's a lot that he could do with his team this week, and I feel like that's the main advantage. But I think it could be a very interesting match because Prince could always try and bring something with Cress or defensive Zapdos, or even just set up with like SD sub Lando, and that could really turn the tide for him this match.
I think the Sticky Webs would be also cool because his hazard removal is Zapdos, and that means he can't run static. Right there, no static, no paralyzation. That's nice.
I forgot about that.
Like with webs, Pat changed his team. Like with webs and like is Zemon's Mew, right?
Yeah, he is Mew. 3 Zmons. Mew. I forgot what the other 2 are, but I know Mew is a Zmon.
No, we don't care about the other ones.
Yeah, we don't really care about the other ones this match.
Like Nasty probably Medium Z could, like with webs up, can just run through his team with like Dark Pulse or something. Could be clean.
Yeah, his other options are Gengar and Garchomp, but this match, I agree. In general, the Mew is gonna be a real pain for him to deal with, especially the fact that it could run a Z move this match. And for example, it could handle Zard if it handles like a Rocky MZ hit, or it could possibly do more damage to Crest if it goes like Ghost DMZ or whatever. So I feel like though the diversity on the Tyrantrum is gonna really kill Princess match.
Yeah, no, I see the Tyrantrum winning.
Yeah, though I do admit there are potential ways for Prince to win. It's not like some of the other matches where I feel really one-sided about it. I think there's definitely some uncertainty, though I think it's also more so the fact that I just analyzed this match so much from helping build. Yeah. So I think it's gonna be a great match, though. Definitely one of my favorites to look forward to.
I hope he doesn't bring offensive like Zapdos. I don't think Lopunny. He has Cresselia, which is a like toxic Lopunny would be dope as hell. Also like offensive Zapdos could do a lot. Like Thunderbolt, HPS, Heat Wave, handle his team. Gastrodon walls it, but Gastrodon Gastrodon can handle his team well. But I do see the Tyrantrum is winning because, like you said, his team's more diverse. Nasty Plot Crobat would be hella cool. Yeah. Giga Drain. Oh wait, never mind. Take that back. Lol. But like, I think his team's pretty good. I could see just the pure diversity and versatility of Tyrantrum's team can easily just gonna throw the Jag Maggers trash logo and just. Next we have the Memphis V-Wares and the Bristol City Bandits. I have the B-Wares. Yep. Is that Cheerforce Lando Eye? Because I did not know.
It's only Sandforce, I believe.
Oh, 100% they're winning.
Yeah. I was saying, if Cheerforce was allowed, I think his matchup would have went a little bit different. But I also agree. The B-Wares are winning this. Togekiss and Nidoqueen do too much.
I love Nidoqueen. Nidoqueen's a beautiful mod, but Kira Black also. His ice resist is Volcanion, Earth Power, Como, Dragon Move, and Excalibur, HP Fire. That's it. Yeah. He has the beauty of Mega Audino, but he has Metagross. Think about that thing. Metagross also has a great matchup. I just think he has so much more mods he can bring. He's gonna force he's either gonna take a hit or is dying in one turn. There's nothing he can do. If Memphis B-Wares could easily, if they bring not hyper offense, but more of an offensive team, like a Rocker, a Mon to take one or two hits, a nice bulky all around Mon, and then just a bunch of wall breakers, he could easily win. Yeah. Expert Belt Kieran Black can do a lot. Raikou can volt switch around his team with HPIs to hit Lando T and Thundery T. Rocks are a huge problem, even though he does have the Auroraville, which are annoying. It's the best move in the game, most annoying move in the game. He has he has Hitmontop, he has things like Togekiss. I can see Hitmontop also coming. Hitmontop has a great matchup in my opinion. More maybe AV with close combat. Yeah. Stone
I could
Edge.
Definitely see Hitmontop coming with this.
Earthquake with Mach Punch. Yeah, that stuff like that. Audino has a matchup. Walls Absol. Absol has an awful matchup. Unless he brings a mix set Iron Tail, Ice Beam, Fire Blast would be cool with dark coverage
maybe
move.
An SD set.
A mix. I guess SD because SD knockoff or sucker, play rough and Iron Tail. Just something to hit Audino would be cool.
Yeah.
Audino. Yeah. Nido physical or special Nidoking, like I said, puts in the works. Queen. You could also run Scarf, which could work too if you wanted to, or Shuka Berry to hit the Lando. There's also just stuff. I don't think Lando Eye is a good mod. I guess not a pick. I don't think it's a good pick enough. I don't think it's enough to pick. I don't think it's gonna have the power to overrun this team.
But yeah, so I had picked the B-Wares because of the fact that I feel like even though you could tell what's coming, you really don't see anything that's going to answer it. Like, for example, Kieran Black. I know for a fact Kieran Black is going to come this match. You don't see a single Mondo that actually can really handle Kieran Black. Just on face value, it's like him on top can still do work against it. Kamo, if it's set up, can do work against it. But see now, nothing really wants to switch in on it at all. Even him on top doesn't want to switch in on it. Nita Queen, again, between that and Kieran Black, his team has literally nothing. I don't see a single thing. And Togekiss and Metagross only help cement this even more. So I think it's very safe to say that Odds has this matchup. This is sort of if I had to pick the worst matchup for Jazz, aka coach of the Bristol Bandits, in this entire league, 100% it would be this matchup right here. And the fact that he has it week 1, he doesn't even have time to like prepare for it more than just week 1. So I feel really bad. But
yeah, so next we got the California Lucarios versus the Bug Bite Bros. Well, like, that's a cool team name. That kind of cool.
I really like it.
But you know,
so I picked the California Lucarios this match, coached by Retro Surge. Now there's a few reasons why I picked this. One, if you look at his team, Emboar, he is nothing for Emboar besides Donphan, and even then, Grass Knot or Scald can both like one-shot, unless if it's a Salt Fest Donphan. But well, actually no, they don't one-shot. But if he possibly gets a Shell Smash passed into there, because that is legal, believe it or not. That's why Retro drafted Huntail. But if you can pass a Shell Smash, there is no Mon besides a physically defensive Goodra that can live a single hit if he runs specific coverage options, which I will not spoil for the sake of the fact that I just helped Retro build and I just got back from that. But I was actually just looking over this, but Baton Pass, Huntail into Emboar wrecks Bug Bite Bros this match. Also, the fact that Mudsdale is still a great option this match. Not many answers to break it. There's still options like Serena and Jellicent can break it, especially Jellicent.
And like Bullet Seed Heracross. Actually, wait, never mind. Because he gets the defense boost.
Yeah.
But like maybe I guess he like special mons could take it on. Like he can't touch Celesteela. It's easy, but you know, I picked the Bug.
Still is Emboar that can blow through that, and Manectric.
Well. Emboar gets what? Rotom Heat puts in the work. So let me tell you about that. You know, it's got hits up Toxic the Snorlax, kills everything else, but the Mudsdale. We hit that thing with the Overheat, clean, crit, and kill it. So that's a plan. Is he like it's just he has Rotom Heat, and that kind of beats his team. Throw it out there. Go Fable. No. He does. Because like he has dual like steel, which is cool. Like McGearn has a cool matchup. I don't know if he's gonna run Shift Gear because Shift Gear could work, right? You feel me?
Yeah.
But he has to run Flash Cannon, Dazzling Gleam, HE Fire. Can't touch like Flare Cannon. We can run Dazzle. I like to run Dazzling Gleam because I don't like the Smash Flare up. It's easier to sleep when the team's whittled. But then he has like Aura Sphere is also option. Thunderbolt. It's like he has 3 moves. He's like 4 move slot syndrome. But Heracross also can do a lot. Mudsdale's like to switch in. He got Lipard, which never mind, Clefable. He's got Meloetta, which he don't sleep on Meloetta P here.
Oh, trust me, I know. Meloetta P does a lot this match. I will 100% give Bug Bite Bros that.
If he brings that, he's the lore. Like Serena's also. It's like Serena with like offensive Serena could do a lot too with like drop kick, high jump kick, play rough.
Yeah.
U-turn, like a Soul Fest maybe to take hits from Manectric, like an overheat from Manectric, hit the thing back with a huge drop kick. Manectric has a good matchup, but also doesn't because of Goodra. And Goodra's just thick and nice. And like I feel like physical Goodra, like mixed Goodra, should bring like Power Rip, Flamethrower, Ice Beam, and then a Poison move would be cool.
Yeah.
To hit Clefable, or like Ice Iron Tail or something. I don't see a Staraptor switching, but he has no resistance to flying. Besides Manectric, which that's not a resistance. I think it's blown back by Double Edge.
Blown back.
Donphan also could do a lot. I feel like the Bug Bite Bros have a nice, good matchup, and I like him as a person. He's cool, and I like his team matchup, and I like his team. I feel like he has so many more options than I feel like the Lucarios have. So that's my saying. What do you got? What do you shed some light?
See, there's a few little things I'm gonna enlighten you with. One, Rotom Heat is nothing for Emboar because Head Smash is a thing.
He's gonna miss. Nah. I know. and he's no. Let's say he takes let's say he's life form. Nice recoil, stacking it up. And I think Rotom could live 1.
Definitely
Rotom
not.
could-
It does 244
yeah,
at +2, so at +1,
No,
at +0, it's still gonna do like 120. And that's expert belt too. Life Orb is gonna do even more if he brings that, or Band is gonna do even more. So Head Smash is gonna blow it back. Also, believe it or not, Ferrothorn it's not switching to Staraptor, but it can actually live a hit from Staraptor, and Mudzill can still tank Staraptor.
No way.
Like a close combat. This is a close combat from an adamant banded Staraptor. Takes a close combat.
How do you,
I know I was as mind blown as you are. But also, Mudzill actually can tank special hits in the Self Vs match. I believe even a Specs Gudra is still 3 KOing the Draco Meteor.
Yeah.
So I feel like.
I think
oh, and then the last point you mentioned, Toxic and Snorlax. Immunity, if he brings Snorlax, could very well.
Wait, okay. I know. But why would it bring immunity?
Or rest.
Okay, first off, why would it? Okay, I know, but I don't know. I don't see it bringing. He's a Mega Heracross.
I don't think Snorlax is coming this match, but. I mean, still in general,
he's just too many physical threats. Yeah,
it's still a thing. I just figured I'd cover that. But yeah, I think in general it's gonna be a really phenomenal match regardless. I definitely see the points, and I feel like this was the hardest match for me to determine in general. But I think that if he can successfully get a Huntail pass into M board really well, I don't see anything on Bugbear's team that really wants to take it on.
But what is Huntail gonna set up on? You gotta think about that too.
And that's the thing. But if Gudra, for example, goes for Draco Meteor or Jellicent, unless if it brings Giga Drain, but even Giga Drain won't do that much. So I think that could potentially be his moment to set up a sweep.
What if he runs like Haze or Roar Donphan or Roar Gudra? GG. Ooh, clean. And then he's really like even got. And then he can like easily, even at +2 speed, and I don't think Emboar still outspeed. Does outspeed Scarf like his fastest on Scarf?
Yeah, outspeeds any Scarf users. It speed ties with Shift Gear Magearna at +2, and that's the fastest thing that he could possibly bring. Well, actually, that's a lie. If he's do you know if when Meloetta Pirouette switches out, it would be still Pirouette form?
No, it returns back.
Okay, then yeah. So he outspeeds everything besides that's Shift Gear Magearna, which he speed ties, because Meloetta, even Scarf's Raptor gets outsped. At +2.
Yeah. So that's, or you can autonomize Celesteela.
Yeah, but that's slower than Magearna. So that's the reason why.
You never know. Dude, I can put in work like a special set with Fire Blast, HP Ice, and something else, or Stone Edge.
Yeah, I do agree though with you. Shift Gear, Magearna, Rotom Heat, and Gudra all do really well this match, and I think they're definitely giving Retro a hard time. But I think regardless, it's definitely gonna be one of my favorite matches to watch this week in general. Though all these matches I feel like are gonna be phenomenal, but I think this was definitely the hardest one to predict. But I mean, I gotta support the boy, the dream, the Retro Surge. So I think that he was definitely ranked 1 for some good reason, and also the fact that again the Huntail sweep, if it works, it's gonna definitely clean house. But I think regardless though, that's gonna be it for this week of Picke'Ems. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like down below. Check out young EzBake and myself. Our links are in the comments below, and make sure to check back next week to see not only how much we got right, but also what our picks are for next week. So.
Oh wait, hold on. Do you want to do a lock of the week?
Oh, yo, we should. I'm gonna lock. Who should I lock this week? I'm gonna lock.
Okay, well.
I'll let you go first because I still gotta decide.
Well, already know I'm picking my. I think my lock is probably gonna be the Bewares. I'm gonna put that lock on them. I still see Blaze losing because Blaze, you suck. I love you, but I just see Kieran Black just doing too much, and I see it like mixed Kieran. I think Kieran Black just 6-0s his team, and matchup is so bad. I just really feel like that's what's gonna overcome and make him win. So that's why I'm gonna go with that lock.
Well, I think
the matchup's too good. I definitely see that's why. What's your lock?
I think sorry Prince, but I think I'm gonna lock Nick for this match because I'm hoping I'm hoping my boy Nicky VGC gets over his bad luck streak. Also, I think that there's the potential for a 6-0 this match, just knowing the team. Also, what's on it? I think it's gonna be a hard match. And especially if Sublando comes, it's going to be a really hard match. But I think there's definitely potential for the first 6-0 of the IBA here, depending on depending on the mons that Prince brings, and also on how well he can play around Gengar, because Gengar is definitely a bit pain for his team. But I think at the very least, it's gonna be a very, very high differential match for Nick because of Gengar. Gengar blows through his team. But I think that at the very least, Nick will win this match. So I'm gonna lock Nick just to be safe.
Okay. Well, that's it.
So yeah, just make sure to check out young EzBake in the comments below, along with in the description below.
Yeah, there you go.
Description below, along with myself, of course. Make sure to check back next week and subscribe to the IBA channel to make sure you're here for Picke'Em's week 2, where I will again try and blow back young EzBake.
No. You're kicking your butt, dude. I'm putting in that work.
Yeah, way to flex on me. Oof.
My boys, all my boys that pull through, all my boys that pull through, all my boys. I'm not picking you next week.
Damn. All right, well that's gonna be it though. This is Aaron Hunter for 20 signing off, along with young EzBake. So, any last words?
I used to have a cool outro, but I forgot it. So, that was pretty hot.
Ooh.
Like an overheat.
Oh my god. Oof. Young EzBake, you need to calm down.
I need to stop. Honestly, I need to finish this thing. But that was Picke'Em Cruise. As I get them all right and you lose. Pretty much you stomping your butt.
Damn.
Once I get them all wrong, I'm gonna cry. Thank y'all for watching. Leave a like, tweet it, subscribe, post it on Reddit. I don't know what these kids do these days. Maybe you could even snap it out. Just watching the video.
Dude, I'm totally
put on your story.
I'm actually gonna do that now. I'm actually gonna do this now.
I want proof. I'll
put it in the next video, dude.
It better be.
All right. Well, peace out, guys.
Snap code.
Yeah.